adelante. Saliendo ahora Nicaragua, viene el pelotazo hacia adelante, la buscaba cómo bajar Galeano, pero no pudo y ahora toca el equipo cubano. Este es Luismel, Anthony Rivera también y muchos aficionados ya pegaditos a la señal de Canal 6. Atención, aquí se viene Cuba. Va a llegar el cabezazo defensivo. Nuevamente a tratar de recuperar la Galeano. La pelea ahí fuertemente y la recuperó Galeano, pero hay falta del 8. Capitán, viene el pelotazo hacia adelante. Moreno de pecho, trataba de bajarla. Revienta como puede la defensa de Cuba. Y aquí está el 10. Guiñando la velocidad. Moreno que aguanta, quería hacer el taconazo. Pero muy atenta la defensa y después el cambio largo. El 20 lo hacía muy bien. Y ahora sale el equipo de Cuba. Trata de avanzar y revienta el capitán Yasmani. Dieta, un histórico jugador del fútbol nicaragüense que también clasificó en aquella Copa Oro del 2009. Cuando, atención, aquí se viene Cuba, aquí se... La robaba el brujo. Va a llegar el 20 a controlar el equipo de Cuba. Lo hacía rápido Luismel Morris de David Burgess, quien se lleva la cartulina amarilla y ahora viene la pelota hacia adelante. Pierde el balón el equipo pinolero. Otra vez Cuba en salida. El toquecito de Carlos Chavarría para poner el empate en el partido. En breve tendremos nuevamente la repetición. Velocidad la de Chavarría. Necesitaba un gol. Necesitaba un gol Nicaragua y Carlos Chavarría lo está dando. Va a mandar el pelotazo largo, busca Moreno. Jaime trataba de buscar el balón para Juan. Y después la recupera Cuba. El 9 que no pudo. Blanco, y ya se reporta un cambio en el equipo cubano cuando arranca el segundo tiempo. Nicaragua contra Cuba, se vino al terreno de juego. Estaba en el terreno, la había manchado en el golpe que se llevó en el choque con Chavarría y ya está. Todo el equipo de Cuba en el terreno. El cacique de Irianeña, Yelvin Bermúdez, disfrutando el partido en familia. Vamos a ir saliendo poco a poco. Atención, viene el balón al área. Llegaba el cabezazo defensivo y trata de salir el equipo cubano. Aquí también sintonizando la transmisión de Canal 6 nicaragüense, por gracia de Dios. Edwin Jr. y la familia viendo el partido. Se quitaba la marca, sigue Manuel. A recuperar nuevamente Cuba y lo hacen rápido con David Burgess. Aquí está el 11, Abreu, reventando la pelota. El equipo cubano y ahora nuevamente teniendo el esférico. Aquí está el 20. Luismel 7, Chava que se quita 3. Sigue Chavarría, buscaba Moreno, le interceptan el pase. Le cortaron la jugada y ahora el Meño a recuperar la pelota. Viene Manuel. Así que el domingo a las 5 de la tarde será el encuentro. Nicaragua contra Cuba. Para nuestros amigos televidentes también termina regalando la jugada. Niño, cuando vio la presión, regaló la pelota. Vale más que el jugador Piedra. Terminó a saque de banda para el equipo de Cuba. 2-1 el partido. Viene el pelotazo largo. Atención, el 18 le va a meter velocidad. Rubenay Caballero. Qué bien ahí la jugada de taconazo de Lugo.
Here's Mark, which is still beating down. The stand is shaded, but pitch most certainly isn't. These earlier kickoffs at the weekend here at the... You get the Mistral in this part of the world. Forward by Morejon. Smell Morris now for the Cuban side that went behind after just 90 seconds here. A goal from Chico Banza for Angola. This team that's based entirely of players in Angola do tackle a different way, certainly, and they don't always please referees. Swept forward now towards Chico Banza. Lost his footing. Eduardo Puga. Mona's throw. Ball threaded towards Chico Banza. Looking for support, which wasn't quite there. That's where Cuba have done well to just... Is Tuero. Luismel Morris finding Eduardo Puga. Still down there, Morejon. Just getting his boots back on, I think, as Cuba temporarily down to 10. Now Luismel Morris. It's an awkward surface there. It bounced up on Antoine Obregon. They do always seem to look a little vulnerable, though, Cuba. Morris there for Puga. And his third of the tournament. Just one behind the England man now. Still can't work out. The 1 minute added on time when we had a... Well, the more that Angola get, the harder it is for France, and then the big deal is on the final day. Scotland against Indonesia, Brazil, Czech Republic. They'd need Brazil to draw with Czech Republic, would leave Brazil on 4. Czech Republic was Obregon. Angola leading 3-0. Goals in the minutes either side of half-time. He came on, the substitute. Early straight pass, was looking for Chico Banza. Final free kick then for Josue to defend. Defender got up in front of him. Good header back across. And Cuba do have a goal. Lazar. Forward then by Alem. Chico Banza applying the pressure. In the end, Nandinho got the block in. ...21 so far in this Group A. Might be about to be 22. It's Rui. Optimistically, Milan has wanted the penalty there. Charged down by Rui. Here's Zinedine Cap. Were the game circumstances different, you'd think of that as a chance really gone begging. 5-1, it doesn't seem as vital, and they don't seem to be pushed. Not huge. If they go out because of one goal, they might regret it. Final minute of the 80 then. Chico Banza level with George Hurst on 4 goals. Head towards the end of the added-on minute, 1-5.
From Eta. He twists and turns. It's going to be kept alive here now for the Cubans. And in the end, it's been won by Reece James. Milanes looks to take on Josh Timon. Ray Charles Herrera. Cuba playing here with a good 45 but 40 minutes. England 0, Cuba 0. This is Madrigal. Ball back here with Echeverria. As I say, the goalkeeper let in 18 in 5 games at the recent CONCACAF Under-17s in Costa Rica. Tanganga. We're now halfway through this first half of 40 minutes. England 1, Cuba 0. Mistake by Tuero. Milanes. Timon. Now Embleton of Sunderland did make their bench on 6 occasions, didn't play in their relegation from the Premier League. In total has made their first team bench. In the field here to Tuero for Cuba. 15 here is Luismel, Morris, Calero. Now Madrigal. That's risky. Very risky, having made a mistake to give a goal away in similar fashion a few minutes ago. Goalkeeper's clearance only as far away really as Embleton. Be Barnes. Barnes for Hurst. Hurst, no foul given there against Tuero. And Brooks again. Away comer, a rather dispirited Cuba. Puga's lost out to Bolton there now for Cuba 1, so the win is certainly not in question, and the 10 men look to try to keep this respectable. England 5-1 up. It's been a very impressive display. Okay, against 10 men for the Josh Timon. Again, they go long here towards Brooks this time. And Brooks gets there first as well. Brooks goes down, penalty. England with another chance for another goal. Again, Brooks the danger. Almost an arrogance, a real swagger about their play in this second half. There's Brooks again. Also won the golden shoe in the competition back in '91. Might this man George Hurst be about to become England's latest scorer to take the golden shoe? Obregon's first touch. Oh, the ball given away again by the Cubans. Again, England look in the mood for goals here. This is
Hiroshima, the 17-year-old keeper, 2 17-year-old goalkeepers on view here. He's very much the 4th choice there, so players still find. Last year we saw the first Cuban player to win a professional contract, to be allowed to do so while staying within the system. It's a sport they feel that the new regime they need to develop, but they've given it away here. And Echeverria off his line quickly. It's already here. It's like being a lively game. And it was unorthodox and eccentric and ultimately unsuccessful. Morris. Japan are getting very cute with this Cuban defensive line. I think they're starting to work it out. If you press them, They're going to overplay and give the ball away. They nearly did it again there. Chivaria. Now Luismel Morris, converted striker, playing at left back. Always one of the features here in Ogbania. We've been playing games at this tournament here for many years. A few new venues this year, but this... Morris, again looking for that long diagonal. I think Don Robertson's got that one right. Now Morris. Up towards Herrera. Youth tournament in this part of France. Clever long pass for Komatsu. Flag was down again. It's a good piece of defending. He was isolated there. Jens Ito. Arrived here on Friday, this Japanese side, and here in the tournament more than anybody else. Brazil are here as well this year, which is a real thrill. They've won it 8 times so far. Throw. Now Yoshio. Forward by Kosuke Tanaka. Run by Komatsu, and that's Echeverria will remain the number 1. Certainly like the look of him. Morris wanted too long on the ball. Watch their future opponents. Japan play Angola next down the road in Salon de Provence. Morris got just enough on that. Kaina Yoshio. Now Hiroki Ito is having more and more of an influence on this game. The Jubilo Iwata player in the center of midfield. Ismail Morris. Now Nasa Sando. Taking 1 or 2 risks here, Cuba again at the back. Thought they got that out of their system, but they haven't. Yoshio. Morejon just slipped there, and he was helped out by Luismel. Drinks break, so I suspect a couple of minutes to be added on. At least. So both sides with chances. Of Japan might be about to have another one here. Tanaka. That time Echeverria was beaten to it by his defender. Japan clearly on top. And this time Abe bursts through once more, and again Echeverria unconventionally makes the save. Tanaka looking towards Abe, and it was a late run from Yoshio. Shot flew over when he cut inside. Maybe just not his day, and maybe the coach has acknowledged that. Herrera with the free kick up towards Milanes. Oh, the header wide is a disappointing one from Cuba now. It'll be comfortably into the arms of Keisuke Osako. Tuero. So, third in 2002, Japan's best Toulon tournament, and that's one of the best minutes of this 40-minute half, remember. Picked up now by Morejon. flanco. Forward from Tanaka. Flicked on towards Ando. And he slid in from a long way to try and win. Just think a better striker might have produced a good first touch and fired into the corner. He never even looked like doing that. Nodded forward into space, and Ando cut out by Morris. Milanes. And aimed at Mizuki Ando. Here's Ando again. They need someone to hold it up. Does a bit more than hold it up there, Ando. That's really good play. There's Ando. Now Flores. Suddenly it happens to Japan. They switched off and they paid the price. That was a really well-weighted pass now for Ando, who stays on his feet and finds Echeverria again in inspired form. Komatsu's down holding his face. Okawa, the substitute. This is Hiroki Ito. It's a fine ball in, and it might bounce anywhere. For once, Echeverria was beaten, but Cuba get it clear. Floodlights are on now here in Obania.